You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
What kind of platform is that?
Thinkorswim.
Oh, okay. All right. So before we get to the
Connected?
markets, yeah, we can see it and see all the things that you're watching
Okay.
on both sides and a chart in the middle. So, Jennifer, I want to ask you, what was the genesis for your career in trading? What were you doing beforehand, and how did you get involved in it? How long ago was that, too?
So December will be 4 years that I'm trading, so I'm very new.
Okay.
Um, I am actually an insurance broker, and I had my second child, and I just couldn't juggle working and the two kids and all of that at the same time. So um, I was kind of looking for something to do at home, and I dabbled in different things. And then my brother-in-law wound up passing away, unfortunately, very young. And we knew that he was trading, but we didn't know like how much into it he was. And then, when you don't really know much about the stock market and you hear about trading stocks, you always think it's like for people who have a lot of money. You don't think
Right.
that traders are like everyday people. So after he passed away, and my husband and his family were going through stuff, they saw that he was day trading, swing trading, and he was, pretty involved in it. And my husband was talking to me about it. And that's when Bitcoin um, first hit like 17,000 or whatever it was. So my
Okay.
husband was
Yeah. A
like,
few
"You
years
should buy
ago.
Bitcoin."
Yeah.
Right. So that was like three and a half years ago. So my husband was like, "Oh, we need to buy Bitcoin." So that was actually the first thing I ever bought was Bitcoin at 17,000.
And what you
um,
didn't ride it to three, did you?
I
3,000?
did. I stayed in. Yep.
Okay.
I was
Wow.
like, whatever, I put the money in, let's see where it goes. Wrote it down to 3, wrote it back up to 60. I'm still in. Crypto, I don't really mess with. I get in and I hold
Sit.
it,
You're
and
a
that's it. And
hold
where
on
it goes.
for dear life, right?
Right. Only with crypto, not with
Okay.
regular. So,
Okay.
so then after Bitcoin, I started reading about the stock market, and I started dabbling in pennies and options, and lost money. Made some good
Okay.
trades here and there, but lost money trying to find my way. Joined different groups on Facebook, and then found the Twitter community, and yeah, just watched other traders and picked up things here and there, and found
Did
what
you have a
works for
mentor?
me. And not really. I just, the trading community is so helpful. You have, people out there who have paid services and things like that, but then you have other people who are just willing to share their charts and show you how they trade and what they look for and
Hmm.
things like that. There was this one guy on Facebook. I can't remember his name actually. It was a Facebook group I was in called The Firm, and
Oh, Tom
he
Cruise.
actually
Oh no, that was a
no,
movie.
he
That
started
was a
with a
movie, The
D,
Firm.
I think. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a movie. He taught me about the 20 EMA. Like if a stock is below the 20 EMA, once it closes above that 20 EMA, um, get in and hold on to it for a while. And it does work most of the time where you watch that 20 EMA, if it's under it, get in as soon as it closes over it, and then ride it up to the next resistance level.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do. And I've also found my own system now that I've been day trading a lot and short swings and things like that, where price action is big in my trading, the RSI, the MACD,
Okay.
candles.
Any books
So
that were influential?
no, I've
You're
never,
pretty much self-taught, and you got
yeah,
lucky because I mean, you really do need to have discernment on the internet for learning how to trade because there are a lot of scams. A lot of people saying they could sell you the secret. What do you think the secret is to trading, Jennifer?
I think
Yeah,
that
for you.
a ton of different secrets. It depends how you trade, what you like to trade, how long you like to stay in positions. There's so many different ways to trade, and I think that
Yeah.
that's something very important to learn
You
because
know what I think is a
you can
secret?
what?
There is none. It's just hard work
Well,
and
right.
living through adversity. And if that scares you, find something else to do. So, but
I
a
agree.
lot of people try and sell a secret. I mean, I have methods, but it's not a secret. You know, like Solomon said, there really is nothing new under the sun. So, okay, so you're
And your
self-taught.
method may work for you, but not for
Right,
me, and vice
right.
versa. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. So, I see you like the Boley bands and volume, and why don't you tell us how you RSI is one of my things. How do you use it? Just for overbought, oversold? What
No,
else
so like
messages?
I'll look, for instance, BA here, if you can see where I'm trying to find like a trend line, what it would dip to,
Yeah,
where
I
it
see.
bounces off of, where the RSI comes down to. I look for that, along with, and then I mix it in with the candle. Where's the wick? Is the wick pushing down? Is the wick pushing up? Um, I will a lot of times get out of a trade when it hits the top of the Bollinger Band because a lot of times once it hits, like you could see here, then you have a red day, but it did gap up the next day. Boeing's not really a great example because it has a lot of news that plays into it. So,
Okay.
but for the most part, I will find where the RSI bounces, get in there, and then
Is the
ride it up to
MACD
the
a
next.
trigger? MACD a trigger for you? Crosses when they
I
cross
like to
or
see
fail
it
to?
cross up. Yes. Yep. And then, like I said, also volume. I messed with options for a while, and I was just, I'd get a good one here and there. I'd build my account up, and then the market would drop for a few days in a row, and then I'd be in options and not cut my loss, which is something I still struggle with to this day. And I'd lose everything that I had made for the week or for the
Yeah.
past 2 weeks. So I stopped with the options and I went to strictly buying shares. And that's when my account really took off. It really made me consistently profitable when I switched from options to shares.
Okay.
I
And
just,
do you
because
play longs the short side of shares, or are you long only?
no, only long. I
Okay.
don't go short on anything.
Okay. And so you really, would you say it took you 4 years to finally make a breakthrough? You said your account's doing better, and I always ask people how long it took for them to make a breakthrough and have a statement like you just made that
So
your
it's
account's
about
doing well.
2.5 years it took me to finally find
Okay.
my way. And
Oh,
I don't know if you saw my last post last week. I just came off like a trading break because when we had that last dip in the market, um, again, I struggle with cutting loss and I didn't cut my loss and my account just dropped and I watched it drop and drop and drop. Um, but that's the thing with shares. So I didn't wind up selling anything. I just sat through it and waited for it to come back. And now my account is back where it was before that dip that we had. So I don't recommend doing that
yeah.
because I'd have a lot more money if I would have just cut my loss and then bought the dip. But I did, and mentally, I needed to take a break to just sit through that and get my confidence back and get back in there. And so I've been back
Well, let
trading
me
like a
ask you
week ago.
this. Let me coach you because I've heard this a couple times about not wanting to take a loss, and everyone can relate to it. I mean, if something's a great buy at 10, it's an even better buy at 5, and average out and double up. I've seen or done almost every mistake that someone can make. So when you have a plan to trade Boeing or any other issue, do you journal? and write down why you're getting in the trade, where you're wrong on the trade. Say you're trading a bully band and it takes out the bully band support, that's your contingency. I think that if there's a difference between just staring at a chart and writing something down. It has something to do with neuro-linguistic programming. That if you write down where you're wrong on a trade and say get out, so before you even get into the trade where you're wrong, that you'll I would think now, after watching this happen, fighting a trade, that you may, once you form a new habit of getting out of a trade, that um, the contingency that got you in, I don't know, I use divergences and formations, and I know when I get in where I'm wrong. I also know if I'm
Right.
right, what I'm looking for. So that'll give me the risk to reward on it, right? And I look for at least 2 to 1. So, why don't you try writing down where you're wrong on the trade? And if you see the market, you probably don't trade with hard stops in stocks, and it's probably, the problem might be a mental stop. And then you just, it would be better if you had something in the market to limit your risk, so that you don't have to react to it and do it,
And
but
you're right,
the market does
because
it.
I don't use stops, and a lot of people think that that's very foolish, and it might be because, like you said, I have a mental stop, and then when it gets to that point, mentally I'm like, oh no, but it might bounce and come back. Where if I
Right,
actually had the stop to take me out, then
right.
it would help
Try
me.
that for a while, and I think you're gonna, not have to, start from scratch again. And I have an expression about mental stops. The last time I used a mental stop, my first stop was a mental institution.
It's true
Okay.
because mentally it messes with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad we had this interview. What's on your radar here with stocks approaching new all-time highs, and what's a long only trader going to do if we ever have a bear market?
Well, I don't stay in for that long. That's the thing.
Oh,
I'm
that's
kind
right. You're day trading. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
right.
day trade short swing. So like yesterday I picked up Boeing. I picked up RCL. I added to my win position because a lot of the travel stocks went down because of the Delta variant scare. Um, so, BA gapped up this morning. I'm already out because I don't really like what the market's doing right now. And
Okay.
I actually have a play date today at 11 that
Oh,
I'm
okay.
hosting. I'm a
Yeah.
mom too, so we got to
Yeah,
balance.
mom before traders. One of our guests here is asking, I don't know why, wants me to ask you what you think about the Great Reset, capital WEF. Do you have an opinion? I'm not even sure. It means different things to different people. Do you
The
have a
great
view on it?
reset, like the big stock market tank that everybody's talking about, is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It includes currencies and everything. Anyway, that I thought maybe she was a follower of yours. Oh, the World Economic Forum, Forex gal is asking. Um, okay, so do you teach people and work with people? Why are you on Twitter?
For
Because I
community,
noticed
I
you
don't
don't have a
really,
web. Yeah, because you're
I don't,
lonely.
I'm lonely now. I don't have anybody in real life that I trade with that trades. So I have nobody to talk stocks with. And then,
All right.
I bring it up to my girl and they're like, uh, I don't know what you're talking about. So it's
Yeah.
just pretty much to bounce ideas, and I'm definitely not lonely. I'm married with 2
I
kids and I got a lot
I
going.
meant during trading, Jennifer. All right. Anyway, you know what you may want to do is start or find a good community, surround yourself with traders better than you. And we're always learning. It's an ongoing process. I've been doing it 40 years and I'm finally getting the hang of it. Okay,
Yeah, you're
so
always learning and trading.
yeah,
Absolutely.
you are. You're always, I mean, you're growing or you're dying, Jennifer. So, there are, good communities, or you could start your own, and that way, we only have two eyeballs, right? So,
Right.
other good traders might point your eye in the right direction. You should consider, we're not big stock traders here at ForexAnalytix, but I would suggest that I'm a big believer in communities because it's part of my intelligence gathering. What people's work I respect, I pay attention to it. It doesn't mean I blindly take their trades, but it kind of gives me a feel and opens me up to new ideas.
And it's great to have another point of view. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just like life. You could see things from your point of view, but you might not see it from other people's point of views. And that's how I've kind of formed my own trading, is just taking bits and pieces from other people's and
yeah,
putting it into my own. And I still have so much to learn,
you do,
so
and
much to learn.
that's exciting. And I really commend you for being a maverick and attempting this, and now starting to master it. If you can just work on your risk management,
I know.
your girls will be able to go to Harvard or anywhere else they want to go. It'll be easy
Yeah.
to pay that
Well,
tuition
they know
check.
when I turn my laptop on, they call it my money maker. Mommy's turning her money maker on
Oh,
because it's
okay.
time.
All right. Well, do you want people to follow you on Twitter, Jennifer? Is
Yeah,
you want me?
sure.
Okay, so why don't you your be yourself at be yourself 200? Is that it?
Yeah. Yes, that's it.
Okay, and why be yourself? Have you tried to be someone else?
No, I just see a lot of fakeness going on Twitter out there. If
Yeah,
I know
you
you
know.
follow me, I don't know if you see my posts, but I like to speak my mind a lot. I like to
Oh,
be myself.
be
So
yourself.
a lot of people,
You know what?
well,
I
yeah,
have a
some
lot
people
of
don't like.
people on Twitter setting up fake accounts that are trying to be me. So I hope they get their take what you say, your handle, to
And just be
heart.
themselves.
Be
Don't
yourself.
care what anybody thinks. Exactly. Just be
Yeah.
who you are.
You know what? I think you have all the ingredients. I think you have all the ingredients, and once you handle risk management, you're going to be an even better champ. Yeah, an even better champion in the market. So I also
Thanks so much,
appreciate
Jeff.
your bravery for coming on to be interviewed. A lot of people fear public speaking more than death. So, for you to come on shows that you have confidence in what you're doing and you're not afraid to talk about it. And I'm now a fan, and you're now my trading warrior sister. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for
Thank
dropping
you so
in.
much.
Yeah, it was really nice meeting you, talking to you. And if there's anything I could do to help you on the road, let me know. And that's it. Um, I want to thank you for, you know, uh, spending some of your most valuable currency with us today, and that's time. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Good hunting to you.
Thank you. Have a great day and happy trading today.
All right. Everyone, you could follow Jennifer at Be Yourself 200. And maybe this could be the beginning. You want to hang out and share ideas with Jennifer. Maybe you want some help from Jennifer and her ideas, or you want to collaborate. That's how you could get it done. So that's a wrap for Turnaround Tuesday, everybody. Have a great day. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Everyone's thanking you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. And good hunting. Hope that
Thank you. Have a good day.
hope profits rain down on you, Jennifer.
Me too.
All right. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Adios, everyone. See you tomorrow. And you could join the team for Morning Edge in 21 minutes. Adios.